to another video with me, Elmo. It's good to have you along. Yes, it's beginner video number 15 and we're talking about hand position today. This hand, and I'm going to be showing you a part of a song that's one of the best exercises there is. The song is Eye of the Tiger by the band Survivor, I think it was. And it's played in C minor, which you don't have to worry about, but you put your hand or your finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Let me turn off my delay. Now, we haven't talked about this, I think, yet, because what you do with your picking hand will vary depending upon what it is you're doing. If you're playing chords, you'll be more around here. If you're playing power chords, same thing. But if you're playing single notes or arpeggios, for instance, we're not learning that today, but you're going to have your hand anchored. And this is so important if you want to play single note stuff or arpeggios. That's why we're going to learn Eye of the Tiger, because it has the perfect exercise for that. How does it begin? It begins with this. Why is that good? Well, because A, you get to play along to the song, which I always think helps. You don't have to, but for me personally, I think it's always more enjoyable to play along to other stuff. You can use a metronome if you want to. The thing is, you want to rest your hand, this part of your palm, on the bridge, here. This will help you know which string you're playing without you looking. I navigate all of that with the help of my hand resting here. It'll not be instantaneous, but this is something that I don't know how I learned this, possibly just by looking at what other people were doing. But I've taught a fair few people how to play guitar, and I even remember one guy who was pretty accomplished, actually, an intermediate player, but pretty good in many ways. And he asked me for advice on his picking hand, or maybe it was general, just the speed of his picking. And he had his hand somehow like this. And I said, anchor your hand. And he instantly went like, wow, that's so much better. So what you do is, you just play. Start slower. You can slow it down on YouTube, the song. Also, to gain control, try to do the accents. So it's not just everything the same volume. Try to make one note louder. The first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 is the loudest. Some people might say that this is a boring exercise and that they want to start playing that kind of an exercise thing. I would say that give this just a while and it will solve lots of your problems, because you can fully focus on your picking hand, because this hand isn't doing anything. It's just fretting one note. You can see how far you need to have your hand. That's not good. That's not good. And when you get to an exercise like this one, this hand already has parts of its own job down, which frees up your attention to start looking at this hand, which is fretting stuff. So really, and that's present in the verses of the song, so you can just play along. The next thing I would recommend, actually, even though it might be a bit tricky, is for you to try and learn either the bass line or the melody of the chorus where they're not playing this thing. Learn either the bass line or the melody by ear. Whatever. Simple stuff like that will help your ears. You don't, if you're just following along to the beginner video series, you won't know anything about scales, so you'll just have to kind of work it out. It will be a chore in the beginning, but it will be so good for your ears, which in turn will help your playing in the long run so much. I completely understand if you don't want to do it, if it's too much of a chore. But I would urge you to stick with it a while and try to learn it. And then you try to learn other stuff by ear. Because training your ears, there's nothing like it. Even if you change instruments, you still have those ears. It will help so much. It will help your singing and it will help just all around. If you want to learn the rest of the song, there's enormous amounts of tab online. You can just look up those. I've taught you tab previously. If you haven't seen that video is here. Other than that, if you want to support the channel, there's a link to buy me a coffee, or if you can just leave a super thanks here. I hope you enjoyed this video and had some use of it, and I hope you have a nice day. Be kind to each other. Take care. See you. Goodbye.